My name's Chris and welcome to my Benchtop Micro Shop. This is the first of a series I'm calling Benchtop Basics, which is an intro to woodworking. My main motivation for this series is seeing the huge growth in new woodworkers and garage creators out there. If you're a new woodworker and you don't have a mentor, you've found the right place. I'm going to teach from my own experience of growing up under the tutelage of my father. He was a shop teacher for 33 years. Some of the concerns I have are with the growth in new woodworkers, there's a lack of formal education. My dad retired after 33 years of teaching shop, and he, along with 7 of his colleagues, were never replaced. Instead, the school district used that as an opportunity to phase out the program. So I know a lot of younger woodworkers are not getting any kind of an entry-level formal education. So this video is going to be all about shop safety. I'm going to go over a few tips to help keep you safe in your shop. Tip number 1 is always dress for safety. Wear protective eyewear, hearing protection, don't wear loose fitting clothes, jewelry, and if you have long hair, make sure you tie it back, not allowing it to hang freely. Don't wear open-toed shoes. Anytime you enter the shop, you should be dressed appropriately and have safety glasses and protection equipment for anyone that might happen into your shop. Tip number 2 is always take the time to learn and know the safety rules and capabilities of each machine or tool before you begin to use it. Don't rush to use a tool without learning the basic setup and safety rules. Every tool has a pile of literature available, and following the basic rules will not only keep you safe, but it'll help you use the right tool for the job and get the best results. Rule number 3, handle materials safely. You may often handle rough, heavy, or awkwardly sized or shaped materials. Stock needs to be well supported or clamped or fixed in place for most operations. You can be injured by mishandling materials, whether you strain your back, get a splinter or a cut, or create a dangerous work situation by not supporting your materials safely for a given operation. Tip number 4, plan your work and don't rush. Determine your operations and cuts before you begin so that you're not rushed or forced to use a tool in a way that it's not intended. Tip number 5, keep your work area clean and organized. This should be priority number 1 when establishing a shop. However, for many people, and myself included, it's often learned over time. Another added benefit to having a clean and organized shop, the less cluttered your shop is, the more inviting it is, and the easier it is to keep track of all your tools and materials. So make sure everything has a place. My 6th tip for this video is to have a first aid kit available. This might sound cheesy or cliche, but it's not a joke. Consider that basic injury is very likely in the shop, whether from sharp edges, tools, splinters, or the sharp edge or corner of a machined workpiece. You're probably going to trip or bump or gouge yourself at some point, and injuries can easily happen. The error is human. If you're going to have guests or others in your shop, you should always have a first aid kit visible and well stocked. The entire purpose of this series is to help new woodworkers learn the basics of safety and tool usage. It's going to be a compilation of tips from my father's curriculum, reference books, and my own experience. I know that many of my viewers are much older than myself. Please understand that I've been working in shops and on construction sites most of my life. Although this likely means that I have a lot of bad habits to share, I'm generally aware of the shortcuts I'm taking before I take them. For those that are still skeptics, I'm glad you're here, and I promise to only publish information that's referenced from books or credible material. If you happen to be a shop safety guru, I'm sure you have something to say. Feel free, of course, to add to the discussion in the comment section. Thanks for watching.